ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fungui's Kitchen. Today we're going to do another one of those quick things. It's not that it's quick cooking because you're going to cook it for basically an hour, but the process is simple again, and that's one of my hallmark traits here. We went to Piggly Wiggly and we purchased from their meat department the brown sugar bourbon pre-stuffed chicken breast. This is going to make this very, very fast. All you need is your stuffed chicken breast, a bag of frozen tater tots, potato puffs, depending on the brand name, they're called different things. Carrots, butter, and because I'm doing 4 and they're fairly large, actually they might actually fit in one pan. Now that I look at it this way, we're going to see what happens when I do this. You spray the pans first. We preheat the oven to 350 degrees. And then this is how fast this goes. First thing you do after you spray your pans, I'm just going to do the one to see if this is going to work. Because these are kind of big, I made an extra smaller pan just in case. As you can see by the looks of it, these are very, very big chicken breasts. You want to cover the bottom of the pan with your tots. Completely cover it. It looks like it's going to take virtually the whole bag, which is kind of what I anticipated. So hopefully I can get the chicken to fit all on one pan. I'm going to put these off to the side just in case. Okay, once those are in there, open up the chicken. They're already pre-stuffed, as you can see. We're going to stick them right next to each other. Actually, it looks like this might work better. Yep, I like this better. Now all 4 for sure will fit in here at one time. Okay. And you take your carrots, which I've already prepared in advance, and stick them on the sides, wherever they'll fit. It's okay to cut them to make them fit the pan better, or just break them. Okay, this one's kind of big. I'm going to take a gamble and squish it underneath this chicken a little bit. We're not going to need this after all. Let's get this out of the way. Center this a little bit better. Okay, once we get to this point, you need butter. And I think I forgot to mention the butter when I said what you need. Let me rinse my fingers off here real quick. I have a new product that was asked for me to try. It's Chef's Line. This is a flavored butter. Unfortunately, the person who is asking me to try this is not available before I did the show to find out what the flavor is. It does smell like there's some garlic in there. I see a few other interesting things in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this open a little bit. There's probably a really easy way to do this, and I'm just missing it. All right. What we want to do is cut pieces of this off and rub it on tops of the carrots. I'm thinking you could possibly heat the butter in a separate container so that it is easier to spread. You know, as a liquid, you could just pour it on everything. As a matter of fact, because this is not going as easy as I thought it would, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Let me grab a small pan here. Since this is a new product, without instruction, we're going to experiment, right? That's always fun. All right, I'm figuring I'm going to need at least half this stick that they gave me. So I'm going to put this in here, turn that on medium low, get this to thaw really quick. is also working out pretty good because the oven is preheating anyway. Okay, I'm going to leave this out just in case I need more. I'm surprised this isn't melting faster. Of course, the pan was cold and the burner was cold. Even though it's been a while, I remember when you're in a chef's kitchen, everything's hot. As soon as you put a pan down, boom, it starts cooking because everything's already preheated, ready to rock and roll. You know, this said that it was, had the bourbon, brown sugar bourbon seasoning, and I just realized that the stuffing looks like an apple raisin stuffing, which they did not put on here, but I had asked for that and I forgot to mention. So it's bourbon, brown sugar bourbon seasoning on the outside, apple raisin stuffing on the inside of these. And actually, these don't look like chicken, these look like pork. They were supposed to be chicken. So, and that doesn't say that on here either. Let's see what it says here. It doesn't even say on here. Interesting, because I know I ordered chicken, but to me this is definitely pork. Chicken breasts are white. So, this is a type of pork cutlet. So, all right, this is melting good now. Now, you gotta love it when you have mistakes right off the bat. I should have verified everything in advance, but we're not quite done with our busy season yet. I literally just walked in the door from coming back from the grocery store ready to do this, and I should have verified things, but I'm a little bit behind schedule as usual. We've had a couple of really busy weekends that have stretched into weekdays, and it has put me behind schedule. I know a lot of people are behind schedule right now. Not just me, but that's why we do this show, for people who are always in a hurry. Now, if you had used a different kind of butter, this would have melted faster. This is melting slower, which is kind of interesting. I'm curious if it's because it's a chef's line, if it's made to hold together a little better for certain things. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research. I don't think I'll have that research done before the show airs, but at some point I will talk about it in a following show. There we go. Now it's melting really good. Yep, I think this is going to be about the right amount. Hey, we haven't had one of those in a while, and let's see if this is... Oh, caller block. Telemarketer. Gotta love telemarketers. No, you do not have to love telemarketers. You can be like everybody else on this planet and wish that those people would find real jobs. I realize to them it's a real job, but to everybody else in the world, it is not. It is an annoying, because most of them are scams. You know, you try really hard to make money and support your family, and these people have no respect. They just want to remove that money from you into their pockets. I used to get about 60 a day. I'm down to about 20, which is awesome. Doing some special work with the phone company and stuff like that. We've got a lot of them blocked now, so it rings once and it's done. There's a couple new apps available out there that are supposed to keep updating themselves, so when there's more scam phone calls out there, they can block them faster. But when you're using a robocaller with a spoof dialing system, that makes it really tough to stop. I do not pick up the phone unless it's somebody I know. Even on my business lines, I let it go to my voicemail, which explains to them that they need to go to my website to get the information that they need. I know it's not quite as customer friendly, but when you were receiving 60 calls a day that were really not good calls, it was eating up over an hour of my day. Answering stupid phone calls that were useless. I don't have that kind of time. All right, this looks really good. So what we're going to do, slide this over so it's more centered. We're literally going to pour this right across the top of everything. The meat, the carrots, and of course this is going to dribble right down to the tater tots. Look at this. This is awesome. I didn't have to do quite as much there because there's still butter there. Okay. And because I told you before I hate waste, we're going to scrape the last of this out here on anything that I might have missed. You do not need to cover this or anything, literally. It's already up to temperature. We're going to stick this in the oven. Middle shelf. I'm going to grab the timer over here. I'm going to set it for 45 minutes to check it. I'm anticipating this to take an hour, but I'm going to set it for 45 minutes. That way I can make sure, because you want everything to cook properly. All right. So we'll be back in just a little bit. Look forward to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And I did a double check after turning off the cameras, and I was correct. That was pork. That is actually a stuffed pork sirloin chop that they made at the pig. I had actually could have sworn that it was chicken when I picked it up. I didn't look. They said that it was going to be chicken, but they made me the pork. So my bad for not double checking myself before I started the show, but it's a good thing we set it for 45 minutes because pork cooks a little faster than chicken. So we're going to pull it out of the oven. The timer just went off, literally. So we're going to pull it out of the oven. We're going to use our thermometer. It needs to be 160 degrees to be finished. So let's see what we got. We're going to open this up first so it's ready to go. Grab my glove. I can do this one-handed. It's not a big pan. Okay. Oh, and the other thing is that chef's butter is a Parmesan peppercorn. So that really has potential. All right, let's stick this in the pork. See what it says for temperature. It does not look like it's there. I'm at 125 degrees, which kind of surprises me, although it could have something to do with the fact that it was sitting on top of frozen tater tots. So these are definitely not ready. So we are going to put this back in the oven for another 15 minutes, and that should make this perfect. So let me put this in here. It sure looked good though, didn't it? So this is something interesting to try. So we'll be back in just a few moments for you, 15 minutes for me. All right, see you in just a bit. All right, we got that extra 15 minutes going. Timer just went off, so let's pull it out and see how it looks. Oh, it smells really good. Oh, this looks fantastic. Carrots are nice and soft. The tots look good underneath. Let's check our temperatures here. Okay. I have absolutely no idea how this should only be 130 degrees. This looks done. 130 degrees is definitely not hot enough. I'm very confused here. See, now this one here is saying 160. All right, apparently what it is it's the stuffing that's not that hot. Because that's showing 180 degrees. This one's only 138. But the meat's definitely cooked. So, apparently the stuffing is not going to heat up, and I don't want to overcook the meat. Since there is no meat in the stuffing, I'm not concerned. The meat's the key. As long as the meat is at the proper temperature, we're good. So this is how it looks. You can, matter of fact, I should probably serve one up. That's what we're trying to get people to see. Let me pull a plate out here real quick. Grab a spatula. Okay. Let's pull this out here. I'm going to cut all the way down to the bottom here so that I cut through the tater tots. Oh, look at this. Grab a carrot. In fact, grab both these carrots. There's the tots. Put that right on top. And there we go. This is what we have. This is a stuffed pork sirloin chop with raspberry apple stuffing and the bourbon seasoning on the outside. Very easy meal. Like I said, it's all pre-done. It took me 5 minutes to put everything in this pan, pop it in the oven, set it for your 45 minutes, check it. Ended up going an hour. Of course, I had these really stuffed in here pretty tight. If you have a slightly larger pan, this would have cooked a little faster. So that's all there is to it. But oh, that smells so good. And I can tell just by looking at it, this is cooked properly. All right, so that's all there is to it. We got one more show to go before we do our drawing for our giveaway. We're getting a lot more people who are responding. So if you want to win dinner for two and you're willing to come to Delavan, Wisconsin, all you have to do is subscribe to the show, and on any show, put I want to win dinner. And on October 1st, I'm going to actually do the drawing. I was going to do it the last day of September, but October 1st is easier. That way September is completely done in case during the night somebody catches in there. I want to make sure that October 1st is the day that I do the drawing. All right? I think there's anything else I'm missing. I don't think so. So thank you for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm Funguy the Entertainer, cooking for you.